everyone and welcome to today's video. So today is this makeup look that you all really liked in my other video, the one with the blazer, this picture here. I thought I would do it for you today because it's such a look that I really like. It's a just really nice kind of soft, sensual, smoky eyes. So if you want to see how I've created this look, carry on watching. Right, so the foundation I wore in that video was my barePro. I've got a new bottle of it, as I bought them as a 2 on QVC. I've got the shade 12 Warm Natural. And the other day I put all my foundations on my hand to see the different shades, and the only ones that really were kind of a good match to me was this one, Estee Lauder Double Wear 2W1 Dawn, and Hourglass 6.5. The rest of them are so dark. I like applying this with the bareMinerals Luxe Performance face brush to just tap it in. You see, it's a really, really good colour for me. So I'm just tapping that in. But you all like this makeup look. So do tell me, I love it when you tell me, like, you know, tell me if you think a shade is a bit off, or my foundation's too dark, or, you know, or which kind of foundation you think looks best on me. Because I can never decide. And then for concealer, I like to use, with this, when I'm doing this particular foundation combo, I like to use the Age Rewind. And this is in Warm Light. I don't know why, but it just is a nice colour. And I can just lightly tap it on like that. It just, I don't know, something about this concealer. I think maybe it's the tone of it. It's not too white, it's not too yellow, and it's not too thick. But when I do this foundation powder combo, this is what I use. And you may have to go in a couple of times. I just like the brightness it gives. And because it's so lightweight, you can kind of go around the eyes quite nicely with it. I often use this as like a, you know, double concealer. But can you see it's just a nice lightweight concealer. Bertie! Like that. And once you've mixed up everything in it, hold on, you've put the rest of your makeup on, it kind of blends in quite nicely. Okay, so the powder I'm using is the Vichy. I often use this with the barePro because it's a lovely, lovely powder. It's slightly lighter than the barePro powder, which, you know, I could go a shade up with this. This is shade 25. I could go up to 30. Maybe that might be good. Anyway, this is a beautiful powder. Look at that. Actually, I don't think I need to. My favourite item to makeup is foundation, concealer and powder, like base products. I love a powder. You see how nice that looks? I love a concealer. I love a frigging foundation. I will never stop buying those things. I love them. But looking at this now, actually, it's quite nice. Do you see how buttery that is? So nice. Love it. And it's a mineral powder as well. I'm kind of like that when I'm using a mineral foundation. I want a mineral powder as well with it. I don't know. Okay, so base done. The bronzer I love to use with this foundation is the Nars Laguna. So I'm not using my Estee Lauder, which I always use, but I like this one with this foundation. I don't know why. It just gives a different look. I just tap that in, and then look at my cheekbones. I kind of start at the top, and then kind of tap. This, it's not as, I don't know how to do it. It's not the Estee Lauder's orange. I think it's got a nice blend of cool tone and red tone, so it kind of gives a really natural look, but you can't overdo it, which is what I like. So it just gives a nice subtle contour. Sides of the nose, and I love on the top of my nose. See, there's already such a nice look. I love that. It's lovely, isn't it? Okay, now eyebrows. I will go into my blush and everything. Sometimes I do my makeup in lots of different orders and I can't remember which order I did it. But the eyebrows I was doing that day was Benefit Browsings. This is the really old packaging from like 50 years ago. And it was just like medium. And you got the little powder and the wax. And you got a little tweezer and everything else. I have had, this is probably the first eyebrow kit I got for Christmas, like, literally, I'm talking probably 25 years ago. But I was using this because my brows need to be done. Also, sometimes I don't want to use the pencil, it takes forever. But I actually really love this little thing here. And also, the colour of the Anastasia is not quite, it's a bit dark for me. And of course, my bareMinerals one, out of stock everywhere. Not just bareMinerals, like everything is out of stock. I'm looking for tracksuit pants, out of stock. Like everything is out of stock. I mean, ridiculous. Anyway, so I chose this because it's a bit, I don't use the waxy bit, I just use the powder. And I just thought, oh, it was a nice, so you'll see now, it's quite a warm shade, which is what I like in my brow product. I don't want ashy, because my natural hair colour, you can see underneath here, this is my natural hair colour. It's quite warm. Oh, I just gave you a horrible double chin. So, which I'm, you know, let's not talk about my hair again, because I think I want to go back to balayage. Oh, goodness gracious. Because, you know, in hindsight, blonde looks lovely on others, right? And sometimes I look at my blonde and I think, oh, yes, I've got my purple shampoo, but I just don't, do you know when I really liked my hair was January last year when I had the long hair with the balayage. Loved that. So I'm gonna go in May. I'm gonna grow it out till, I like this as well as a spoolie, the shape of it. I can get the shape they're on. Can you see it's still, it just gives them, you know, a bit of warmth. But that's what I was using in that video where I'm wearing the blazer. And I was thinking this t-shirt will look excellent under that blazer, won't it? I'm trying to figure out my style, guys. Okay. See, I find it a lot easier sometimes just to do that. Anyway, that's what I did. For blush, Laura Mercier Chai. Such a beautiful blush. I still love this. And it just enhances the bronzer. Can you believe they've discontinued, Benefit has discontinued Dallas blush? I mean, has the world gone mad? Stop discontinuing stuff. I get that you're bringing out new stuff, but some of us like to use the same. It's like MAC discontinuing Studio Fix Fluid. You know, it's insane. Oh. Right, that's the blush. Okay, now for eyes. This is the eye look you were asking me about, and it's kind of like a smoky eye, but like a wearable smoky eye, a daytime smoky eye kind of thing, and I really like it. So, oh God, what liner did I use? Did I use this one? I think so. Anyway, so what I did was I went in to the crease with the Nars Laguna. So that was my base colour. Okay, now we will talk about eyes and Botox and stuff like that if you want me to talk about it, because I want to tell you about my last time I had Botox and what I didn't like, what happened, and what you've got to be aware of if you've got hooded eyes. And then I saw something on Instagram of an esthetician talking about where you shouldn't have it if you've got hooded eyes. And that's exactly what happened with me. And I was not really amused. So see how that bronzer's just given a lovely, lovely look. Then I like to take the bronzer underneath here. So I just take this small brush and I go underneath here. I've also bought a few new bits that I want to chat about, not today. One being this prism powder. If you've got this, let me know how you use it and what you think. I'm not sure. Okay, so I've put that bronzer down, and then what I did for eyes is I went in with a really sort of a mink shade. So this shade here. I did this look also with my Urban Decay Naked Original palette. So anywhere you've got that kind of shade, I think you've all got that kind of shade in your makeup collection. It's just a shimmery mink shade. And I just pop that. Is this brush going to work? You're not going to work very well for me, are you, brush? Let's use, ooh, maybe we'll go for this brush. Ooh! Oh! Where is it now? I'm crying out loud. Okay, back to that minky shade. This is from the Stone Cold Fox palette. Oh, that's better, which I love. And I'm just going to place that on my eyelid like that, because you've already put the bronzer down. So you've got an instant smoky eye, boom. And I'm just going to press that into my lid and just bring it up ever so slightly. I'm going to tip my eye back like that, just so I can get that into the crease ever so slightly like that. And that's what I did for my eye. Now, you might get a bit of fallout. I cannot do my eyes before my foundation. I just cannot. So, do you see that? That was it. That was my eye. How easy is that? If you're going out for dinner or you're going out of an evening, you know? So again, I get a nice flat brush like this. So it covers your eyelid, a minky shimmery shade like this. I know you've all got one. Use your bronzer. All has the same effect. Tap that on. Bring it up into the... And there we have it. Look at that. Easy as you like. Isn't that great? Isn't that lovely? And then all I did from there is put a liner on. I haven't used this Stone Cold Fox for ages and I love it. The shadows are just amazing. So any brown, mid-brown sort of color, and just the sparkle just gives you dimension. Do you know what I mean? Just dimension. Okay, and then I went in with an eyeliner. This is the Bobbi Brown gel eyeliner in Espresso ink. I'm back onto liking this again, you know, guys. I like this. It's nice. I did use that in that video. So I'm just gonna angle it and just... These are so smooth, these eyeliners, like they're goof proof. I've always loved these Bobbi Brown liners. They're just so easy. I've used this with so many different brushes and it's just so good. Okay. So now I just have to kind of make sure. The only thing I struggle with kind of like getting the line. And just kind of, I find like if you just get the liner on, you can then figure out the rest. One eye's always different. Oh my. There we go. This isn't particularly neat. See, this eye is different to this one. Oh my God. Why does that happen? It's like I get this one matched really well. And this one, not so much. But you know, you get the idea. See? I'm just going to bring that in a bit more like that. Same with this one. There we go. Lovely, jubbly. That's it for eyeliner. Now, mascara. Honestly, when this is why I can't be a makeup artist, because the mess that I make is unreal. So I'm going to do my mascara now. And this is what I've been talking about with the Botox. I find it really difficult to put my mascara on at the moment. I mean, it is wearing off, but not completely. But basically, I normally have it, Botox, in my frown lines, and that's it. But the last time I went, which was in February, because, you know, you have Botox in one place where you have lines, but then you start having lines everywhere else. So where one bit of your face isn't moving, somewhere else is moving. So I ended up having a line here and a line here, which is, I kind of have. So I like my assistant. I really like her. She's, you know, she's very good. But she put the tiniest amount she put here to stop those lines. But what happens if you've got hooded eyelids is that the Botox goes in there and your forehead drops. And that bit of skin drops and sits on your eyelid. So you end up with a very heavy forehead, closed eyes, because that is on your eyelid, and you can't do your makeup. And what I found was I couldn't open my eyes to put my mascara on, and I still can't to some degree. I have to really lift my eyes up. But, you know, I went back and I said, look, you know, this is the situation. And I don't think she was very sympathetic about it. And she just sort of showed me a diagram saying, well, these are the muscles, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I know, but, you know, I look like my eyes are closed and I can't put my eye makeup on. So she's like, oh, do you just notice it when you put your makeup on? I was like, no, I notice it all the time. You know, my forehead was physically heavy, closing on top of my eyes. It was so uncomfortable and I just couldn't open my eyes. And she was like, well, it looks good to me and the lines are gone. And I was like, right, okay. Well, next time we'll do this, this and this. And I thought, no, there's not going to be another next time. And then I saw somebody else put on YouTube, not on YouTube, Instagram. Let's do my lips. Instagram. She was talking about Botox. She was an esthetician and she said, if you've got hooded eyelids, there's no way you should put Botox in because it drops. And everything she described, I was like, okay, that's exactly what's happened to me. My forehead has dropped. You can see in my videos where I've just got my hair done. That's kind of that's what it's Botox at its full effect. You can see my eyes are like this. My forehead has dropped. Yes, you've got no lines, but it's no good if you've got forehead like this. And I couldn't put my eye makeup. I had to like lift my eye up to put eyeshadow. I can just about do it now, to put eyeshadow on because I couldn't open my eye. It was so bad. For lips, I used Boldly Bare lip liner. Love this. You really got to be, you know. And I just thought she might say to me, okay, next time you come in, you know, on the house or whatever, like, I don't know. But she just sort of dismissed it. And then she was like, and then you almost walk away going, oh yeah, actually, maybe it is fine. Yeah, I think it looks great. Well, then she said something like, oh, well, you figure it out and let me know. I thought, I figure it out. Okay, no, I'm not figuring it out. Like, you can show, what's the point of showing me a diagram? I'm not a scientist. I'm not a biologist. These are the muscles of the face. I'm like, right, okay, I know, but you should know as an esthetician if somebody's got hooded eyelids, you know, or even ask that, you know? It was just, anyway, it's wearing off. So Boldly Bare, and then I went in with good old Ye Old Faithful MAC Honey Love, which I hadn't used for such a long time. Now, I initially get it done because I have frown lines and I just look irritable all the time and I don't like it. So I don't mind about anywhere else, but luckily she put the tiniest amount in, but you know, that's a lot. It's a lot of money to not like what's going on with your face. So if you have hooded eyelids, be very careful where you get the Botox. You cannot have it here, because like I can just about lift my eyebrows now, but I couldn't lift them at all. It was just like, it may not be noticeable to some, but it was noticeable to me, okay? And I felt like my head was like falling. By the end of the night, like I wake up so early, I'm up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. So by 6 o'clock in the evening, I was not only tired, but my head is like, well, my forehead, my face was closing in, you know? Lord. Okay, I'm gonna set with setting spray. Love. Okay, I think this is my favorite makeup at the moment. I haven't done this makeup since I did that video. I've been doing different things, trying different stuff. And I thought, no, today I've got to do this video because I remember liking it. Again, it's how it makes you feel. I remember looking in the mirror and thinking, oh, I like this makeup. And then you all commented on that video saying, oh my God, you've got to do this exact makeup. So, you know, I must have done something right. And then I obviously did a bit of a curl of the hair, which I like to do, so. Let's have a zhuzh. Let's do some zhuzhies. Zhuzh. Oh, you're not dry yet. Ooh. The setting spray makes it. Okay. So, there we have it. That's the makeup look I did in the video with the blazer. You all loved it. It was so edgy and I felt really cool. I tell you what I like about this. I like that it's a kind of smoky, kind of lived in smoky eye. It's not too much. It's quite nice and subtle for the evening. I love the nude lip, kind of makes it a bit more, you know, neutral and modern, but I like the soft cheeks. I like that the foundation is not too dark, because I'm aware that in some of my videos, my foundation is very dark because I'm wearing double wear 3 neutral 1 ivory beige, and that's so dark, but I love the consistency of it. It's just really dark. This, I think, this suits me, this shade, this lighter shade, I think. So let me know what you think below. Do you like this foundation combo, which is the bareMinerals barePro? Oh God, where is it? Did I set my under eyes? The bareMinerals barePro and the Vichy Dermablend. I don't think I set my under eyes, people. Like, hello? Didn't anyone remind me? Okay, let's set my under eyes now. I'm going to set with, I buy so many powders. I'm a powder, you know what. I don't know why I do it, but anyway. So let's set my under eyes with the Fenty. No, I didn't. No wonder, I thought something was off. Okay, let's do a quick set with this. This is the shade Lavender that my lovely friend Tammy recommended to me. And I love it, Tammy. It's beautiful. Okay, let that sit there for 2 seconds. And I'm gonna blend it out. And it just, I like that bright eye. And there we go. There we have it. That's my grungy, super grungy, more glam. Easy smoky eye, not too much. Don't look like you've been punched in the eye. And I just think it just looks quite modern. I think it looks quite fresh. I quite like it, do you know what I mean? So I'm wearing my Rocky t-shirt today. I'm feeling myself, you know? It's all about feeling yourself, isn't it? So there we have it. Lovely. Let me know what you'd like to see next from me. I do want to do a video of my new bits and bobs. I might do that next while I'm here. It's not a lot of stuff. Stuff I've bought. Do I like it? Don't I like it? What do I think? I need to use it more. I'll let you know. But anyway, I hope you're having a great week. I'm so happy to see you, and I'll chat to you soon. Ta-da!